Today I'm sharing an article with you titled, "Married to my male mistress for a year, I regret it every night." Here's what I went through. Pang Xiao and Bozi got married in the 7th month of their relationship. They had a solemn and traditional Chinese wedding, according to Bozi's preferences. Relatives and friends from both sides attended, and the wedding caused quite a stir. But no matter how spectacular the wedding, the real test is whether you can live well together behind closed doors. After the wedding, Pang Xiao and Bozi continued to live in a rented house. 3 months into the honeymoon period, Pang Xiao soon noticed that Bozi was sending a considerable amount of money back to his hometown each month, supposedly to support his parents. Although it's right to give them living expenses, the amount he transferred seemed excessive, 20,000 yuan a month. In the countryside, how could they possibly spend so much? Besides, with such large sums going out each month, their plan to save for a house would take forever. Bozi explained that his parents had health issues. His dad had hyperthyroidism, and his mom suffered from hypertension and anemia, requiring long-term medication. His reasoning was sound, leaving Pang Xiao without any grounds for objection. Their different views on household spending often clashed, just as they did in their business decisions. Previously, Bozi mainly focused on technology and lacked managerial skills. When their relationship was good, they could manage the company together and keep it running. But now, with growing personal conflicts, Bozi became increasingly irritable, and his domineering nature surfaced. He had a strong ego, wanting everything done his way, and saw Pang Xiao's disagreement as defiance. Therefore, even when her suggestions were sensible, he refused to listen, becoming autocratic at work. His poor decisions steered the company into a dead end, and business started declining. Whenever Pang Xiao tried to talk business, he would lose his temper. Pang Xiao could only practice frugality, saving wherever she could, hoping to maintain cash flow. "Instead of figuring out how to earn more, all you do is think about saving pennies," Bozi scoffed. "Women with long hair and short insight. If you're so capable, go earn big money." Then Pang Xiao shot back, "If you could, I wouldn't need to scrape together crumbs here." Bozi, angered by her retort, slapped Pang Xiao across the face. The air froze for a second as Pang Xiao held her cheek, staring at Bozi in disbelief. "You dared to hit me." Afterward, Bozi dropped to his knees, slapping himself and apologizing profusely, swearing he'd never do it again. Pang Xiao's anger subsided a little, but she wept, uncertain about their future together. Faced with such a tumultuous marriage, Pang Xiao came to see Bozi as an arrogant man who flaunted his modest success. The next slap Bozi delivered was even harder, causing her to bite her tongue and taste blood, her face stinging from the impact. He had promised not to strike her again, yet here they were. Pang Xiao couldn't stand it any longer and lashed out like a lioness, attacking him wildly. Bozi, stung by pain, grew angrier, and this time he fought back, deciding he had been too lenient. He had to teach her a lesson to stop challenging him. He yanked her hair and kicked her hard. Each retaliation from Pang Xiao was met with more brutal blows until she was exhausted and curled up, shielding her head from further assault. Seeing Pang Xiao trembling and curled up satisfied him somewhat. To ease her resentment, he helped her up and told her that hitting her hurt him too, but she had provoked him beyond control. He even fetched a first aid kit to tend to her wounds, but Pang Xiao pushed him away, saying, "Don't touch me. I want a divorce." Pang Xiao had had enough. Once, she admired Bozi's assertiveness, but now she couldn't tolerate the domestic violence and his unkept promises. She insisted on divorce. Bozi refused, claiming that quarrels between couples were normal and divorce shouldn't be a first resort. He promised he'd do anything to make amends as soon as her anger subsided, but Pang Xiao felt reasoning with him was a waste. She couldn't accept being abused, especially by someone who constantly broke promises. She was determined to divorce him. While they were deadlocked over the divorce, Pang Xiao received a call from the mother of her ex-boyfriend Mang Qinlao. She informed Pang Xiao that Mang Qinlao had been in a car accident and had his right leg amputated. He had lost the will to live, and she pleaded with Pang Xiao to visit him, as he had remained single after their breakup, rejecting other women and always thinking of her. She hoped Pang Xiao's words might reach him. Remembering the kindness Meng Qinel had shown her, Pang Xiao couldn't turn a blind eye and agreed to see him and offer encouragement. However, Bozi strongly opposed her visit, accusing her of wanting to meet her ex and suspecting her of infidelity. Pang Xiao found his behavior heartless, considering Meng Qinel, despite being her ex, was once Bozi's friend. Given Meng Qinel's current plight, they should visit him out of basic human decency. Bozi's pettiness and suspicions of her cheating led to yet another fierce argument, during which Bozi hit Pang Xiao again. This time Pang Xiao called the police. After taking their statements, the police warned Bozi but let them go home. Pang Xiao, fearing further harm, moved out and began living separately from Bozi. She declared she would pursue a legal battle if he didn't agree to a peaceful divorce. Both families were now thoroughly disappointed in each other and supported their decision to divorce. During the divorce proceedings, Bozi sneered at Pang Xiao. "You used to be a virgin, and even then, Meng's family wouldn't accept you. Now, dreaming they would take you back. Wake up. They're just using you to comfort their son. Once Meng Qinel recovers, they'll discard you again." Pang Xiao rolled her eyes. She said nothing and signed the divorce papers. From that moment on, they went their separate ways. That's the end of today's story. Feel free to leave a comment with your thoughts. Don't forget to like and share it with your friends. I look forward to meeting you again.